to leak. Not the pressure lines, but the actual dishwasher itself was leaking. We had another one, this seems to be becoming very common, toilet seals. So the toilet seal leaks, and it created a small spot on the ceiling, and it was probably a $600 repair or something. But if it becomes a really big repair, you wanted to notify them as soon as you found out. But sometimes we wait because we don't want to have this history of we've opened up a bunch of these.
Yeah, it's hard to give an answer. It's a case by case basis. You have to reach out to your agent on every single one.
So just call your agent, do an email.
No
inviting.
And look, if you call us out, our guys and our project manager, he can look at something and let you know right away. And look, as a restoration company, I want to save as much drywall as possible. Replacing drywall is a pain, okay? It puts the unit owner at stress. If I can pop the base moldings and dry that drywall in place, and all I have to do is, that's what we want to do. Now, there's some companies that don't do that. We call them cutters because they like to cut.
Everywhere.
Yeah. And the unit owner's like, yeah, go ahead. I don't know the drywall. And they give them. And so, look, the restoration industry is down this year because we didn't have a storm. So these guys are looking, and I'm with you. We're fire service is 50 years old. If we go another 10 years without a storm in Southwest Florida, I will be fine. We'll be good. But there's companies out there that like to cut drywall because the industry is down. So the way to make money, and they know how to play the game, they will cut drywall because they know you have a $5,000 deductible and you're not going to turn that in, and they'll cut just enough, and there's companies out there that specialize, and we call them cutters, and they will cut drywall that doesn't need to be cut because they get more money out of the association.
So 2 last things, and then I'll let everybody go. The thing I find to be most expensive, so when in water, we do see more water claims than we would like. But where I think it seems to always go off the wall the worst is when we get litigation involved. No offense. So when we get the lawyers involved.
Hey, none taken.
All of a sudden, our $20,000 water claim has turned into an $80,000 water claim because we have $60,000 of legal fees somehow that we're in this because we're defending things. You mentioned the DNO carrier defending it. So DNO is the Directors and Officers Insurance. All the boards carry it. But oftentimes we'll see these claims that go against them, and even though we're in the right, the DNO carrier has to defend it, and it still shows in the claims history, is my understanding, even if we win it.
Any claim that's filed. Yep.
Interestingly, I was told this, and you can tell me if this is true or not. I was told this by a different insurance agent, not you, that one of my associations, their DNO was non-renewed by a company, and we were having difficulty. Well, not difficulty, it was replaced. But the non-renewal was because that insurance DNO carrier has actually set a upper limit on the value of the units, and when it gets over that value, they don't do DNO coverage.
Do you mean like a outside limited defense, or what are you saying?
No, the actual value of the condo unit, like the sale price.
The thought process is that the more affluent the community, the more willing the unit owners are to file suits against the association and the board. So there's the higher likelihood that the DNO insurance will be called upon to defend more than if your units are not as expensive.
Because we have to fill out, and I don't know if we did it for the new carrier or not, but on the old carrier we always have to fill out what is the average value of the units. The average value of the units now is $3.7 million. And so the DNO carrier indicated that they don't provide DNO insurance over like $2.5 million is their max value.
Interesting.
And
have you found that to be true?
No, I mean I haven't seen that.
Okay, you might just be lying to me.
It depends on the insurance carrier. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure which carrier they were using.
And look, insurance companies love analytics and statistics and all that. I guarantee you, they've come to the conclusion.
There's probably some truth to
There's truth to that. When people get over a certain value, they're used to dealing with attorneys, and they're just like, we'll sue.
Yeah.
And I have attorneys, we sue.
Yeah.
And when you get to a certain level of money, that's how we deal with things. We sue. And that DNO carrier looked at it and said, yeah, when it gets to a certain number, they're more likely to pull that trigger than anyone else is.
So what would be some red flags from each of you? Like if you hear or see something at that moment, we should probably be like, okay, we need to double check everything that we're doing, dot the I, cross the T, plan for this to end up going in front of a judge, or plan for this to go to a settlement or something like that? What do you see?
Once they say, "Oh, I'm not paying," look, there's always people that are adamant. I didn't know, this is all association. Once they start screaming that in the first 5 lines, that's a bad sign. You know what muddies the water up? Board members saying, "Oh, don't worry, the association is going to cover this."
Yes.
You want to muddy the water up? Start saying that, and then they start picking. "Oh, she's my friends. We should pay for this."
Or the board member said that they were going to cover
Yes.
this.
Yeah.
Or the board member tells the unit owner what type of insurance they need to buy, how much they need to buy, something like that. That's the worst thing.
Yeah. Once if they say that, and look, our guys are told we don't statute. We're here to dry, because they get questioned all the time.
Yes, they do.
And we tell them, you're there to dry. If they ask a question, have them
Who's
call.
responsible for
Yes,
this?
have them
Don't
call
say
into one of our because we always have a project manager on call. So if something happens, we'll have one of our project managers talk to them over the phone. And now we have people that do not have insurance, so they want us to give them a price. So once our guys get there, we can have an idea, and we'll give them a not to exceed number over the phone. We're looking at so much equipment for so many days to dry it. Our NTO is this much money. And then if they agree to that, we have them sign an electronic off, and they give it to us, and then we let our guys proceed. So we've seen that more, because there are some people that do not have insurance.
Yeah.
So we try to be very upfront with them. And we don't charge for our guys to come out and look. And if people say, "No, you don't want to go," we just turn around and go home. Sorry. But we'll always go look, and we will always give our opinion, and we always let the unit owner make the decision. So, and another good thing, I tell everyone, hire a home watch person. That is the best thing you could do. And get in a thermostat that's Wi-Fi and monitor it when you're not here.
Yeah, that shows things like humidity and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and don't jack up your AC to save money when you're out of town for 3 days. That's another good one. Yeah, turn off your water.
Turn off your water
Yeah,
is
turn off
definitely.
Yes, now that's another
You're
one.
going to be gone.
One of the things that I would like to see, and I've always been a little hesitant to suggest it, because it's an imposition for some of you, and it's also a cost to the association. But I think at annual meetings, and particularly of associations over a certain size or a certain budget, I think it's important that their attorney is there. I think that the board should know that they have a lawyer. I think it's good for the owners to see that the board has a legal professional that they're working with. I think having them give a report on it is good. You brought up a concept which I think is really interesting, which is also having the insurance agent there. We did that for a little bit. When insurance rates were skyrocketing, we did that. Mostly because as managers, we didn't want to be the ones that were taking the hits.
We didn't want to take the heat for the premiums.
The bullets and the spears.
So we were like, put Caleb's head on this. It's not my fault. It's all Caleb.
We'd also love to talk to everyone when the premiums are coming down.
That's
too.
right.
Yeah.
We liked it.
We kind of removed you from that because as the premiums came down, and that I think is a mistake on our part. So as directors, I think that as director services managers, DSMs, CAMs, whatever we're calling ourselves this week, I think we should start encouraging our boards to include that. Maybe make that a regular thing, if not at an annual meeting, at some meeting. And then something else that I might be interested in doing. I'm going to see if I can get some feedback on this. Should we do something for all of our condos where we can send out to all of them, every resident, that we'll do a quick class about insurance and how the HO6 policy integrates
Absolutely.
with that.
Yeah,
Aiming it at the
Great
resident
idea.
side to educate our residents.
Yeah, so we do a unit owner insurance program where we go over association versus unit owner responsibility and then answer any general questions that the unit owners might have.
And it's a really good idea, because I've been invited more lately to annual meetings. And here's the disaster guy. Ask them the questions. I talk about mold, I talk about water, everything that they have concerns about. And a lot of it is, look, you're the unit owner. You do have to take due care. You still have to be.
There is some responsibility.
There is some responsibility.
Yeah.
You live in Southwest Florida, but you're only here 6 months of the year. You still have to take due care. And I know you like to lean anything on your property manager, but you as the unit owner, and they're like looking at me like, oh, maybe we should. Yes, you should. So yes, we've been called upon to talk at more annual meetings, and usually when they're counting votes or something like that, they
That's
have
a good idea.
they have us
Yeah.
fill in the 25, 30
I'm usually
minutes.
in the back.
Yeah,
counting the votes.
she's counting votes. And so we're usually filling in the 25 minutes they need while they're counting votes. And it makes everyone, hey, look, they care about us. They're bringing the experts in to talk to us. And
That's a fantastic opportunity. I think it's important, we're getting a little off, but I think it is important that whenever there's elections that we do have the attorney there, because it's amazing how often, we're talking about ways to mitigate water risk, but it's, and the legal side of it, but it's amazing how often having the attorney there during the election mitigates the election, what's that called when they petition the division?
The dispute. It's just
An election dispute through the division, which also is not, because it's basically an arbitration or something.
It is an arbitration case,
And so it's amazing how often when we do that, very rarely do we ever have any dispute following it. When we don't, and there's a contested election, it's amazing. It saves money. All right. Well, I appreciate that. You guys let me know if you think it's a good idea for us to put together a resident class that we could do, either a video like this or an interactive online course, whichever you think is better. Also, let me know your thoughts about having the attorney at the annuals, having your insurance agent at the annuals, or having your disaster guy at the annuals. I mean, you are a disaster, Greg.
I know. They've been calling me that for 30 years. I'm good with it.
Disaster Greg. Well, thank you guys very much, and have a great day.